Before I got into filmmaking and started my own YouTube channel, creating content on YouTube seemed like it was all fun and not actually that difficult. And it is pretty fun most of the time, but it's also a lot of work to plan, shoot, and edit your videos. But I feel like everyone can benefit from having their own channel, even if it's just for fun or just for yourself to talk about things that you're interested in. You don't have to get famous for good things to come from it. This is actually my second channel, but I started my first one 2 years ago, and it was based off of my work as a DJ. And on there I do mostly mixes and gig logs where I bring the camera along and vlog a party or a wedding or something like that. It's a good way to promote myself as a DJ, and it's also a way to gain video editing experience. And besides the work side of things, it's just fun to be able to look back at these memories and see all the crazy parties that I've done. With the pandemic and everything, I've been seeing a lot of people start their own YouTube channels, and I've been hearing from a lot of people that want to start, but they just don't really know how to. And I think one of the main obstacles for getting started is camera gear. So that's what I want to get into with you guys today, is the first couple things you should buy to start a YouTube channel or just get into filmmaking in general. Today in 2020, it's possible to just start a channel with your phone, but I'm gonna assume if you're watching this video that you want to invest a little bit more in your video quality. So the gear I'm gonna be talking about will cost you some money, but it's not gonna leave you completely broke. We'll start off with an obvious one. You definitely need a camera. I'm shooting this video right now with the Canon 80D, and I think that's gonna be a really good option for a lot of you guys. You can shoot 1080p at up to 60 frames per second. It has video time-lapse mode, flip out screen. It's a really great camera to learn on and make YouTube videos on, and that's coming from personal experience. The camera body is $1,000, which actually isn't that bad, but don't worry, I'm gonna give you some cheaper options too. And if you wanna look at used cameras, it looks like you can get the Canon 80D for about $700 on eBay or mpb.com. If you're cool with that price range, you might wanna spend $200 more and get the Canon 90D, which is the new version of the camera. The 90D will upgrade you to 4K, where you can get 30 frames per second, and it also has 1080p at 120 frames per second. Another good option also from Canon is the G7X. It's a really popular vlogging camera that gives you 4K up to 30 frames per second and 1080p up to 120 frames per second. It comes in a little bit cheaper than the 80D, but since it's a point and shoot, you don't have to buy any more lenses, so that's gonna save you a lot of money right there too. Personally, I think Canon's gonna be the best option for YouTube just because they're known for having the best autofocus, but you're also gonna have a lot of options with Sony and Panasonic cameras too. The next thing I'd recommend picking up is some kind of tripod so you can frame your shots and stabilize the camera. Now, I've seen some pretty expensive tripods where I couldn't believe the price when I saw them. There's a popular brand called Manfrotto that makes really good tripods, but they're like $200, and I'm just not gonna pay that amount of money for what's basically 3 sticks. When I first started though, I bought a really cheap tripod and it was straight garbage. It was super flimsy, it shook if there was any vibration, and it was just annoying to use. The one I have now is way better, and it was only a little bit more expensive. It's called the SD camera tripod, and you can get it on Amazon for $65. I'm actually using it right now to make this video, and it's really solid, easy to use, and easy to travel with too. Another really popular product for vloggers is the Joby Tripod. They're these small, flexible tripods where you can bend the legs, and you can basically set it up anywhere that the legs can wrap around. I'd say these are a must for travel vlogging if you're gonna be walking around a lot or just vlogging in a lot of different places. The next thing I'm gonna tell you guys is one of the most important parts of making videos. You wanna get something to up your audio quality, because the sound quality is just as important as video, if not more important. I have the Rode VideoMic Pro, and it's perfect for vlogging. It goes right on top of the camera, you plug it in, you're good to go. You can also get a cheap boom pole like this and get even better sound by putting the mic as close to your mouth as possible. This setup is perfect for sitting down and talking to the camera, just like I'm doing right now. All you need is the pole, which I got for like $30 on Amazon, and an aux extension cable. I have it pointing straight at me, and it's not picking up any extra noise from outside or a different room or anything like that. It also comes with this thing called a dead cat, and what this does is it takes away any wind noise that's blowing into the microphone. The one thing about this microphone that gets on my nerves sometimes is the fact that it's very easy to forget to turn it on and start recording without any audio. Rode does have a cheaper mic called the Rode VideoMic Go, and I almost wish I got that one instead, because once you plug it in, it's on. There's no way you can forget to turn it on and start recording without audio. I also saw a really cheap option on Amazon that had good reviews as well. It's the Movo VXR10 universal video microphone, and it's only 40 bucks. I've never used it before, but if I was just starting out, I'd probably give that a try before buying anything more expensive. So if you've been hesitating to start a new YouTube channel, now you know exactly what you need to have your first video coming out really nice and clean. I'd say if you have these 3 things, there's really nothing holding you back except yourself. If you have any questions about the gear I mentioned in this video, leave a comment below, and I'll also put links in the description if you want more info. On that note, that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something. Make sure to hit like and subscribe for more filmmaking content, and I'll see you in the next one.